guys, so today I'm going to be doing the How I Read tag. This tag was created by Enya's Corner a long time ago, but she recently redid the video and tagged me. This was one tag that I really wanted to do a while ago when I just started booktubing, but now I'm glad I waited because I feel like it's a great day to do it. So here we go. The first question is, how do you find new books to read? I would say it's an equal mix between BookTube and Barnes & Noble. I really do trust a bunch of booktubers' judgment. I feel like we have very similar tastes, so if they pick out a book and they say they really like it, I'll try it out, and normally I end up liking it too. And then a lot of times I'll go to Barnes & Noble because it's not that far away from me, so me and my friends tend to go there a lot, and we'll just be looking around. I'll spend like an hour just looking at the back of book covers, figuring out which ones I want to read. Okay, the second question is, how did you get into reading? When I was a lot younger, I would read all the time, and then I kind of stopped when I first got into high school, so I kind of consider my love for reading to be like reborn since like October of last year. My boyfriend had taken me to see the Mortal Instruments movie, and I had no idea it was a book series, but I loved the movie, and then I started reading the books. I read the books like 5 times within a month, so then I really wanted to try out Cassandra Clare's other works called The Infernal Devices, and then I wanted to read The Hunger Games, and then it kind of just developed into me like reading all the time. In December I tried to finish 11 books by Christmas, and I ended up doing it, and so I think right there was when I started reading at this intense rate that I'm at right now. Third question is, how has your taste in books changed over the years? I've always loved fantasy, and that's probably the main genre I read now, so that really hasn't changed, but I did have a bad experience like 2 years ago with a dystopian novel, and that really set me off from the series, so I didn't read The Hunger Games right away. I didn't want any affiliation with dystopian, utopian books, but after reading The Hunger Games and Divergent and The Darkest Minds and The Maze Runner and all these different series, I'm like hooked on dystopian series. So that was one really big change for me. The fourth question is, how often do you buy books? An unhealthy amount. I really did need to chill out because I do need to buy a new bookshelf, and I have to save up for that rather than buying books. But I do spend a lot of money on books, and the fact that I can order off with 3 clicks doesn't help. When I go to Barnes & Noble, my total is usually around like $30 to $100, so I really do buy a lot of books, and I go to Barnes & Noble like every week. I really try and not buy series before I've read them because I feel like buying book sets are so much more expensive than buying like a $17 standalone book. So I'll order those from the library, borrow them for a friend before I buy it to make sure I really do like it, but I literally just spend all my money on books. It's really unhealthy. The fifth question is, how did you get into booktubing? I don't know if I've said this in one of my other videos, but one day I was like looking up the pronunciation of steel. Like, I have this memory like clear in my mind like it was yesterday. So I was looking up how to actually say it because there's such a controversy on it. And then I found videos of people pronouncing words from the Mortal Instruments. I have one myself if you want to check it out. I'll put the link below. And from that I just found a whole bunch of people who made videos about books, and I didn't know this was a thing. And I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. Like, there's this community on YouTube about people who just love books. The sixth question is, how do you react when you don't like the end of a book? There are like a million different emotions I feel when I don't like the ending of a book, but they're normally between anger and sadness. So if like one of my most hated ships just ends up together, I'm gonna get angry. And I really did rip a library book once, like not badly to the point where I was like, I have to pay for this, but I got really angry, and it just didn't turn out well. Or else there's the sadness bit where somebody dies, or if it's just a really sad book. And the outcome of that is normally just a bunch of tears and missing school because I can't get out of bed because I'm so depressed. The seventh question is, how often have you taken a sneaky look at the back page to see if it's a happy ending? I did this for every single book in the Mortal Instruments series. I just couldn't wait to see what happened. I was getting them from the library at the time, and it took them like 5 days to send it to me, so I just couldn't wait, and I had to read the entire plot summary on the internet. And I kind of hated myself for it, but like I wasn't that upset. I was desperate. But I had a really bad experience with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. As I was reading it when it came out, because I went to the midnight release of it, I decided to just like flip through the pages when I was like halfway through, and of course the 3 words that I catch are Voldy's gone moldy. So my life was ruined. I like ran outside screaming to my parents, "Mom, I know what happens. This is the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Why did I do that?" So I don't look at spoilers anymore, but yeah. The final question is, how many people are you going to tag, and who are they? I'm really new at this tagging people thing, so I'm just going to tag a couple people that I think will do it, but if you want to do it, just do it and say I tagged you, because I want everyone to do this tag. So this tag was created by Enya's Corner, and you should definitely go check her out because she's an amazing booktuber. And then I'm going to tag Sam Reads, Book Consumed, Bookish World, and Giselle Bradley, because I think they'd probably do it. Go check out everyone's channel that I just named because they all make amazing videos, and I'm looking forward to seeing their How I Read tags. Alright, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!